The book that I have chosen for my video presentation this week is called Have You Filled a Bucket Today? A Guide to Daily Happiness for Kids by Carol McLeod, illustrated by David Messing. The genre that this book fits in is picture book, and this picture book was introduced to me by my second grader. One day I noticed that somebody did something kind for someone and I had pointed it out to my child. And he said, "Yeah, Mom, that person just filled the other person's bucket." I had never heard this phrase before. I didn't know what it meant to be a bucket filler. And he proceeded to tell me that this was a book that his teacher was reading. This is a great book to teach kids that being kind to other people really is what makes us happy the most. I think that this picture book corresponds very, very well, and the text and the pictures are very well connected. They complement each other very well. You will see in the illustrations the buckets that are invisible buckets in real life, but the author, the illustrator, demonstrates what they would look like very well. He uses an ordinary bucket to teach an abstract lesson about caring and kindness. The illustrator of the book helps readers to understand this concept by using bright, colorful, whimsical hearts and stars to represent our thoughts and feelings found inside of our buckets. The illustrator creates the illusion that these feelings and thoughts are magically and lively bouncing between people's buckets as they do nice things for each other. So I will go ahead and read a couple pages of this book so you can get an idea of, how well this picture book is written. It enhances the story. The appeal is very strong. I feel as a parent, these are lessons that I want to teach my children. The theme of kindness and Christ-like love and service is paramount, and I really, really love the message of this book, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Now, the author teaches us that everyone in the world has a bucket, and the bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. I want you to look at the beautiful happy bucket full of those whimsical hearts and colors, and then also how the illustrator then shows us sadness even on the face of the bucket. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. Now you may be asking yourself, how do we fill a bucket? And the author here says you fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says and does nice things to make others feel special. When you treat others with kindness and respect, you fill their bucket. Not only can you be a bucket filler, but you can also be a bucket dipper. And here the author says, but you can also dip into a bucket and take out someone's good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or when you ignore someone. And notice that they have ladles that they're using to dip the beautiful, colorful, whimsical hearts and stars out of her bucket. But when you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. Now the author goes on and shares ideas with the reader of certain things that they can do to fill the buckets of other people around them. I love the illustrations. I love how it teaches children and shows them through the illustrations on what makes people happy and what makes people sad. But it's a good way to help them imagine a bucket and things that they can do to fill the buckets of other people, and how when we're kind and they're kind to other people that they feel happy. This is a great book. It's a wonderful opportunity to teach our kids. I often use it as an analogy and say, now what you did that help you fill a bucket, or were you emptying someone's bucket? And so I love this message, and I just think it's a wonderful book, and I hope that you all take the opportunity to read it.